You are watching a visual film.
All right, everybody, we want to welcome y'all back.
Wait. Let me, I'm just playing.
This nigga done pulled the bullshit. Let me welcome y'all back to the most dangerous show on YouTube, R.N.S, aka Real Nigga Shit. We back once again. It's your hostess with the mostest, King. We in the motherfucking building. I'm here with the panel. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
It's your boy Cornell West, Fly Guy C West, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Rude Boy, all that. Holla at your boy.
What's up? King, aka King, aka Odd Days Juice. Follow me on Instagram at Odd Days Juice.
How nigga gonna spell that shit though?
ADEJUICE.
There you go.
So also occur.
Or is it down there?
That nigga always pointing up her ain't shit.
It's over here on Facebook. It's down here on YouTube. All right, and y'all know me, S. Jenkins, Stanley Jenkins. Fuck with me.
And y'all already know what it is. We're going to talk everything from politicking to bitch-ticking. We're going to go over every subject, every topic. Nothing is off limits. So let's go ahead and begin, shall we? All right, fellas. So a lot of stuff been going on lately with the video coming out about Pastor Wilson. We know we heard about Creflo Dollar wanting the second jet. You know what I'm saying? I guess the first private jet wasn't enough.
I ain't heard that he want another one.
Oh, he wants another one, and he wants the congregation to pay for it.
Oh, yeah.
Creflo Dollar.
Okay.
Or should I say pastor, reverend, preacher,
Good old pastor.
Creflo Dollar.
Hustle,
So, yeah, man. So it got me to thinking, you know, about the church and the church community. And I have a legitimate question for you guys about that.
You talk
like,
about church.
why is it more common now to practice and study outside of the church than it is inside of the church?
I ain't gonna jump that one off. Y'all can have that.
Outside?
Outside.
Give me an example.
So, for example, instead of going into the church for worship, a lot of more people have turned to worshiping at home.
Because it's, now, as you see it, church can be a business.
It is a business.
It is a business.
You know, you got pastors just profiting.
Yeah.
You know, it's, I don't see what I can't do at home that I can't do at church.
Right, right.
So a lot of times I see people trying to, well, not trying, they preach about separating religion and your own personal relationship with God.
Okay.
So I think that's why people are diverting to actually serving and worshiping God at home than actually going to church. Because there's a lot of shit going in the church. Pastors fucking,
Fact.
women, you know,
Oh, wow.
money being stolen. It's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
So, I think for me, I know I used to grow up in the church. I grew up in the church, and it was different back then, you know. As a young boy, I started noticing the trends that was going on in the church. For example, even if the pastor was married, you still had this set of women in the front pews fighting and trying to get the pastor's attention because they wanted to be first lady.
Yeah.
You know, and at that time, you know, I'm thinking that it's just devotion, not realizing that that's lust.
Even though he had a first lady.
Even though he had a first lady.
That
And
part.
this goes on in almost every church, and the elders of the church, they don't say anything. They allow this to happen. They see it going on. They don't try to correct it. They don't try to get rid of it. And then when something actually does happen, they try to judge or crucify the pastor.
Oh, hold on now.
Sometimes.
Hold on now, because it's mostly the women.
It is mostly the women.
No. I mean, that are the victims of this
Yeah,
crucifixion.
that are victim.
Because I mean, let's be real. Woman singing in the choir that's not married, as soon as she pop up pregnant, they sit her ass down. You know what I'm talking about? As soon as pastor goes off and fucks some woman that's in the congregation, she is shunned.
It
But he
depends.
can still get up there on every Sunday and talk his business.
It depends.
So it's all
Depends on
the
what.
image. Like he
Depends.
got to uphold this image to keep the reputation of whatever the business of this
I don't even
going.
think it's about the image. I think we're just, I don't say we because I don't go to church, but I think church people are conditioned to what's the word I'm looking for? They are conditioned to separate the man from the preacher. Because he's still a man. He still got dick and balls.
So I feel like it's about the depending on how much power you have in the church. So if you mess with the pastor and you're just a member that came in out the streets and maybe he spit that good game to you and boom, he got you.
Yeah.
You get shunned. But if you're Mrs. Johnson who just cut a check for $200,000 so we can go get this new addition added on to the roof, then you're not getting shunned. You may get a, hey, Mr. Johnson, you know, they watching you and pastor, you know, we gotta make sure y'all separate. But you're not gonna get kicked out of that church.
Nah, you ain't gonna get kicked out
No,
of no
because
church.
of what you donate and what you bring into the funds of the building.
Exactly.
The
And
church funds, the building funds.
Oh yeah, the
Are
building
you okay
funds.
with your pastor having a Lamborghini and these
What you mean?
luxury cars?
Oh,
5,000 cars?
I got mixed emotions about it. Because, I mean, I ain't knocking nobody's hustle. I will never knock anybody's hustle.
No, I just don't want to contribute to that hustle.
I just ain't gonna contribute to it. So if that's how he get his money, you go ahead. But you ain't getting none of my money.
Exactly.
You ain't getting none of this.
I don't care what you drive, you know. And my thing is, I feel like that in the church, politics go a long way.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Even though there was a separation of state and church a long time ago. But I feel like politics go a long way. So, you know, you got some pastors who do depend on the church for their living. And then you got some pastors that actually work as long as they could because they know that depending on the church may not be enough and they may need the extra funds to fund the church.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I feel like that the church is no longer a sacred house. So when a man gets married, the first thing the Bible says that a man is supposed to be the preacher, the provider, and the protector. So the first thing they say a man's supposed to be is a preacher. So if I'm the preacher in my house and I can read and interpret the same Bible that pastor does, why do I need to go into his home and have him preach the word to me?
But see, that's the hiccup though, because in Aramaic, the same word for preacher is the same word for professor.
Professor,
which
yeah.
means that you can be the teacher of your household and not
Correct.
necessarily the one who serves religion to your family. You get what I'm saying?
True.
But that's all the preacher's doing anyway on Sundays is teaching.
True.
They study so they can teach.
Yeah.
So viewing that a pastor is just a man, you know, it's not like it was back in the day where we knew that Jesus was a prophet. We knew John the Baptist was a prophet. We knew any one of those disciples, they were prophets. So when they went around and they spoke their words and they gave their anointing, it was something totally different than...
Well, you still think even this ain't anything new that's going on in the churches? It's
No.
like now it's just been publicized through social media and
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
get to talk about it a lot more. This is
Oh,
not
yeah.
anything new as far as now, as far as everybody has like a lot of different mega churches and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's still been the same operation, whether it's a small church or a big church, even back then.
But
So your key points, social media, you know, people are talking, it's more dialogue.
But I wasn't born in the 60s, but I don't think there was ever any $10 million preachers in
No.
the 60s.
No, but I don't think this is anything just new.
The actual hustle.
I think it's still been a hustle.
But I'm okay with the $10 million preachers. You know, so I'm okay with the mega churches because if you build your congregation that huge,
Yeah.
more power to you.
You okay with Benny Hinn?
More power to them.
The hustle is real.
More power to him, because Benny Hinn ain't getting none of my money. You know what I'm saying? So how can I get mad?
So what if your mother attended a nigga church?
That's up to her.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I can voice my opinion to my mother, and my mother can go tell me to sit the fuck down. And she
Yep.
just may tell me to go
She
sit
might
the
just
fuck
do
down.
that.
Yeah, she may just do
Sit
that.
your ass down.
And just leave it alone, right? Because
Yeah.
I can't tell anybody how to praise and worship. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
And glad you said that, because these mega churches, I truly commend them for the come as you are mentality that they have, because they have so many members. They don't give a fuck who coming to their church.
Yeah. It be them small
But
churches.
these small churches,
Yeah.
they don't want you to be openly gay. They want you to watch everything you wear. Hey, brother, you know, we wear suits around here. What you mean? I thought you said as come as you are.
They're dressed a little bit
Well,
too
it is
tight.
Sunday. You're dressed a little too tight, sister. Hey, you know, you showing a little bit of cleavage today. Why you even watching? You in church. But you watching the ass, though. So,
Because they don't want men to be distracted. all that ass and titties, you know, we can't focus on the Lord because it's ass and titties.
Men like the preacher.
He got, I mean, he got dick and balls. He victim to.
I mean, you know, I just feel, you know, and the preachers aren't in the communities like they used to be. Like,
some are.
nah, some of them are, some of them aren't. You know, I really want to see, I wanted to see rather them try to unite the communities versus separate. And it's a big separation going on in church, and I just feel like people pulled away. And, you know, they're like, you know what, I can stay home and do this.
Yeah, I think our generation got hip to the game. With social media, we could actually do our own research on the faith, not the religion, on the faith.
True.
Or you might even may have went through like a personal experience where you might have got burned
Yeah.
by believing in tithing and this and that. So it could be one of those type of things too that'll
Yeah.
make you not want to go to church.
We're not just so straightforward on just listening. Someone tells you something, you're gonna do.
Question it.
Why?
Because that's what we do.
Back then, hey, do this, that.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I'm gonna question.
We question everything, and that's okay, because we should be able to question our faith.
And you know what, it brings the question of, has the church lost that mystique of being sacred?
It shouldn't be mystique.
I mean, that's basically what it is, though, because, I mean, to me, the church is nothing but four walls with a roof.
Yeah, that's what it. Yeah. But everybody don't see it that way.
Right, but people used to have a level of respect for the church. Hey, that's the church.
It's still there. It's still there.
Some people still got
It's still there.
It's still there.
respect for the church
Yeah.
grounds. You know what I'm talking about? But
Like I do even whenever I do, because I haven't been to church a lot lately, but whenever I do, I still have respect for the house, but I'm not about to go in there and just be totally disrespectful. I'm not about to just take everything as like and just run with it, whatever the man says.
Yeah,
I still
you don't
gotta
wanna
make
be a
processes
fool.
for me, and I'm still got to make best decisions for me, like
Facts.
every Sunday on whatever it is he's talking about.
Fact.
And-
Hey,
and that's key though. Is you can sit there and you can listen to what he's talking about, but you still have to separate and take in what you need to take
What
in.
applies to you and what works for you.
Because if you get up there and speak a whole sermon about homosexuals are bad and shit, but that don't apply to me.
At all.
You know what I'm saying? That don't apply to us. We ain't gay. You know what I'm saying? So why would I be worried about that? So I go on home and do my thing. Next Sunday he might talk about managing your money.
and see, that's the thing now. See, that part right there, for me, if I see a man get up on stage and says homosexuality is bad, I can't follow that man because I can't follow anyone that's going to distribute or spew hate.
Yeah.
Because
Call it
Jesus,
hate.
because Jesus' last commandment was love. So, regardless of what someone else does,
Yeah.
even though it says it's an abomination, you shouldn't judge. It's not my job to judge. So, it may be an abomination, but that's not for you to judge. So,
Exactly.
I'm gonna love you how I love everyone else, regardless of what your sexuality is.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. If he gets up there in front of a mass building of people and says homosexuality is bad, how many percentage of those people in the crowd are homosexuals? And now they're trying to hide it.
Yeah.
Or now they're scared to come out. How many of them are children? How many of them sing in the choir? How many of them are choir directors?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot
You
of
know,
them.
and now they're living secret lives within the church
Because they scared to come out.
because they're scared to come out. Yeah.
How are you like bisexual or homosexual and go to church and the pastor's giving a sermon talking about,
Because you pissed him off the Sunday
Yeah,
before.
yeah, and it makes it, but it makes it difficult.
He throwing slugs.
It makes it difficult because a lot of those people feel like that pastor's representation of religion of what God wanted you to know. So now that person may feel like, well, damn, so God hates me too?
See, but that's the thing. As church-going folk, as Christians or whatever you want to call it, you have to develop your own relationship with your faith. You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
It can't come through another man.
True.
So
Exactly.
And we forget that. It's not about the religion. It's about your faith.
And your relationship you have with
Right.
God.
It's like all that other shit that he talking about can be pushed to the side. It's about you and him, and that's it.
so where we at now?
Or her, whichever one it's gonna be. Fact. Because I firmly believe God is a black woman. I'm just putting that out there.
Fact.
See, where we at now, we're getting to a stage where we are saying, hey, you don't need church to have a relationship to know God.
Right.
To have a relationship with God or to know God. And listen, everything I've been hearing as to the original topic, is church has been a big business. What you're going to church, it's not necessarily what's going on in church.
So let me ask y'all something. Do y'all think that corrupt pastors are the cause of a lot of this big business conversation when it comes to church? You know, they figure out how to make a profit and they take money. You know, they may allocate some of the funds to the church, but the majority of it is going towards their own personal expenses.
One bad apple can't spoil the bunch. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is one bad preacher's reputation to burn the whole religion for some people.
That's fact.
And it's not just the pastor. You got people under the pastor that's stealing too.
Just doing dirt. Yeah.
Fact.
You know, so like I said, just be careful.
Just do your
eyes open.
Do your research.
Do your
research.
due diligence.
Don't
Yes.
be a zombie.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got to know your pastor, man.
Because there's hustlers
Stay woke.
everywhere.
But you know, you got a lot of these silver-tongued pastors out there that can
Slick
fool
tongue.
their congregation.
La,
you
la,
know?
la, la, la. You know
They
what I'm
get up there, they preach that good word, and they don't really have a personal relationship outside of those people, those armor bearers, and those deacons that are on the board.
Yeah, the
because
squad.
they know they need to keep the squad happy
The
in order
hustle
for this
squad.
to progress on. So if all of them are on the same page, but the congregation sitting in the dark, and you done gave your wellness offering, your building fund offering, and you done gave a love offering for the pastor,
Yeah.
Then you
know.
got a tithe.
and then you got a tithe.
And I done got hit. I ain't gonna put your business out there, but I done got hit with some shit called double tithing. Yes, it's a nigga on Sundays that do double tithing. Like he asked motherfuckers to put in twice as much money as any other Sunday.
See, I don't believe in that shit.
See, I don't either. It ain't a thing. It's like that's shit he made up.
And like that, what makes people not want to even participate or want to even attend a church, or because it's like it's more like a business. Like
But folks still pull up.
I'm
on
gonna tell
Sunday.
you
yeah, they
something.
do.
And they still do the
But
game.
I mean,
Like
He would have hit me.
to each his own. To each his own. I just can't. I can't spend my bill money
yeah,
and to make my house function.
right.
He would have told me it was double tides. He would have got 2 envelopes stuffed in one another empty.
How many was this? My mom.
Hell you be.
They used to have like 4 to 5 different offerings in one Sunday.
Yeah, it's like why?
You know, you have your tithes and they come back with different offerings.
Yeah, all the one we like
Different reasons
love
to have
offering.
Yeah, I'm picking one. I'm picking one, so you better figure out which one I'm gonna pick.
Yeah,
It's Pastor Sunday offering.
it's like man, come on.
And see, that's the other thing too. Like a lot of people are confused. They feel like they got to give their 10% to the church.
Yeah.
But the reality is, you can do whatever you want to do with your tithes. If you feel like that your money would be better suited feeding the homeless shelter, do that.
Throw that paper
If you
that way.
feel like it'll be better suited going towards cancer research, do that.
Yeah.
You don't have to spend your money inside of these 4 walls and a roof.
Right.
And that's just what it boils down to. You know, you have options outside of the church.
But people don't know that because they get their religion, not faith. They get their religion from their pastor. And pastor never get up there on Sunday and say that.
Yeah,
He don't
because they
want-
want you to get your 10% every week or every bi-weekly, however you get paid.
And then sometimes 20%.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna call them out, but I have seen pastors stand up there and try to call people out for not giving their tithes for the months.
I would have got him walked out.
You know what tripped me out? I had one to church. I haven't been to church in a minute, but last time I went to church, I went in and what really tripped me out is I seen an ATM machine.
got an ATM machine.
Yeah. I seen one of those.
He got an
Here.
ATM machine in
Here
that
in the DFW.
motherfucker.
Here in the DFW, yeah.
I guess it's time. I don't know. It just,
Nah.
it irked me. I had like a ill feeling about it.
Yeah.
And then it's like a $6 charge.
Yeah, it's
You got me messed up.
Hitting him over the head.
Guess who ain't gonna get nothing this month?
Yeah, I'm like,
Fuck
damn.
I look like, man.
So
Oh,
let me ask
damn.
y'all something. Do y'all believe that some of these churches are bringing in too much money from their congregation?
I want to put a cap on it, you know.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not hating on the brother, but they already bought you one private jet. The congregation bought you a jet, and you got the audacity to come back and ask for a second one.
Yeah, because it's old.
Creflo Dollar.
It's old.
But don't he preach that paper though? He preach about get that prosperity gospel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? So his whole sermons are about elevating your pockets.
So he elevated to a second plane.
So yeah, so that's the game that he running. He ain't talking.
He had 35,000. What's the elevation?
Yeah.
In the private.
Oh,
He's trying to get to about 72
trying to
on
get
the
set.
second.
Okay, he trying to get up
be in
there.
the mood. He trying to
How
hit the
you
moon.
said it's worse now than it was before?
Yeah.
You know why? When you said nigga, I'm sorry. When you said a brother, a guy, whatever.
It's called Real Nigga Shit, the name of the show.
You said nigga eating, being successful. You have questions. What is he doing in life?
Yeah.
And I
Pastor
wanna
sell
do
dope.
that.
Pastor sell
Oh,
dope.
he's a pastor? Oh, all they gotta do is give a 30, 40-minute sermon? So
Same.
yeah.
He said, I need to get in that game.
Let me tell you.
Four times a month.
Yeah.
And then if he come in on Bible study, come in on Bible study.
Yeah.
And then what? I'm going to say, ass? You know?
Yeah.
I look at every pastor like they ghosts right now, man. All of them ghosts. All y'all out there on power selling dope. You get down who it is, but
But a nigga a long time ago was talking about pimping. And he said, pimping ain't nothing but selling dreams. He said, I could have been a pastor. And that shit kind of stuck with me. And I was probably 16, 17 at the time. But that's when I gave up on church, or not on the faith, on church, and started doing my own thing.
You gave up on the religion and
because
spirituality.
the religion game is something else. It ain't about your relationship with the one above you. It's about the business, the building. People coming in, dropping off paper, keep people moving out, just like pimping.
yeah.
And I hate to put it like that, but that's the way it was given to me, and that opened my eyes to
Your
the
church
game.
member chose me.
Yeah.
And we both know the game.
Yeah, that's a good analogy. though.
So you still in my people?
Still in my people.
They going to your church on Sunday?
Look here, Pastor Freddie. We both know the game.
Dang, I put names out there.
Your church people chose me. Now we can handle this like we got some class.
We can get into some preacher shit.
Some holy shit.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, that's just what it is, though, you know. But
Yeah.
that's just the way the game goes, man. I mean, honestly, I hope it does change. You know, I want to see more people. You know, religion is something like a moral compass, you know, and it kind of keeps us grounded and it keeps us moving in the right direction. Hopefully, we can move to the direction of love because that's what it's all about at the end of the day.
But let me say this though, when I want to talk to a preacher or a pastor, I got two in my back pocket that I call up whenever I want to have those kind of discussions because I know them, I trust them, and I feel like they wouldn't lead me astray. And I think that's what people need. It's okay to go to church. It's okay to have people to talk to in those kind of conversations. But I did my due diligence. I trust them, and I don't think they would say some dumb shit to me. And I think we all need to have some piece of that.
Understandable.
So we want to know what y'all think at home. Go ahead and hit us up. Comment on YouTube. Comment on the Facebook link in the videos. We want to know what y'all think, man. Ask y'all questions. Give us y'all opinions. We waiting on y'all feedback, man.
Yeah.
So moving along, man. I was out this weekend minding my own business at
You was
the
bitching.
Scorpio Bash.
You was bitch ticking.
Bitch ticking.
And
And
we just went from preaching to bitch ticking.
preaching it.
Real
Bitch
nigga
ticking.
shit. Real nigga shit.
And we sitting out there, man, and I'm listening to a conversation that was going on, man, and this girl was talking about how she was talking to this dude, and she wasn't gonna give it up, but the nigga went out and bought some motherfucking shoes, and the shoes she wanted and shit. Now all of a sudden, you know, she just ready to bust it wide open and shit. So it got me to thinking,
They
man,
was red bottoms, wasn't it?
yeah, it may have been.
Yeah.
You know, bitches love red bottoms. So it got me to thinking, man, have we as men and women officially placed a price tag on our dicks and pussies? Yeah? Yeah?
It's been prices, bro.
Elaborate on that.
like Pimp C said, I'm gonna wrap $100 bill around my dick. I think that's just what it is. I think, and I won't say everybody. I won't say
It's
everybody.
not everybody, but it's
True.
there.
Cause it's a lot of motherfuckers out here though that it ain't no romance without finance. That's just what it is.
No money, no honeys.
Now I can't deal with them folk.
Agreed.
I can't.
They do exist.
You have your own paper. You ain't got your own
They
paper.
do
You
exist.
going on.
So touching on some of my bitches ticking roots, I'm finna go ahead and lay that spin on y'all real quick.
With the pinky ring.
You know what
With
I'm
the
saying?
pinky
Well,
ring.
double pinky ring. Double.
With the
Hey.
bitches
Oh, he
ticking.
got both pinky rings.
Hey, a wise man once said that a nigga ain't never fucking no bitch for free. You gonna pay for something. Whether you paying for a ring, food, shoes, clothes, a date, you paying for something to get that pussy.
But that means everything, or I should say every woman is a prostitute. Is that the case? Is every woman a
It
prostitute?
depends.
Just
It depends.
Just because we go to fucking
It depends.
Red Robin?
I feel like you're a prostitute if you're fucking to gain something other than commitment. So, for example, I'm only fucking him just so he can take me to go get that steak. I'm only fucking him just so he could buy me them shoes. I'm only fucking him so he could put $40 on his room. So that's when it becomes, oh yeah, you a toot. You a motherfucking toot.
I don't know. It's nowadays when you meet a woman, y'all in that process of getting to know each other. I'm not just gonna sit at home. They're gonna go out.
But that's different. Y'all dating.
I mean,
So what's the difference?
So what's the
Because you're
difference?
trying to gain commitment. She's not fucking you
How you-
to gain
You
personal
know,
items.
you know what nobody's game is. You know what their motivation is, their mission
Oh,
is?
you know when the motherfucker wants something from you.
Hey, you meet someone, you go out, y'all gonna go Dutch?
I don't take no. First of all, let me learn you something.
Be careful. These cameras is rolling.
Let me learn you
cameras is
something.
hot.
First of all,
The mic is hot too.
I mean, you just gotta know. It's a get to know you stage. You know what I'm saying? Well, we just friends. We can go kick it. You know what I'm saying? And this how it goes. We go out for some motherfucking drinks. You know what I'm saying? We vibing. We getting along.
Are you buying
And hold on.
Going Dutch.
Her expectation is we going Dutch. But if I'm bobbing and I'm feeling you and I know, yeah, it's gonna be something after this, I'm gonna pull that card and I say, hey, I got it.
So you pay for the
Nigga, I
pussy.
know you, bro. I know you, bro.
I wasn't gonna say
You're
it.
not going Dutch, bro. You're a gentleman. I got you.
Who
man.
not going Dutch?
What you want? I got you.
Who not going Dutch?
I wasn't gonna
What's
say
wrong?
it.
You gonna get 2 shots?
Go get her a double. Yeah.
He trying to get it ready.
Really? Me.
Anything.
You, nigga.
Me. Anything
you,
can happen. Anything can happen.
We'll be back out the commercial
Now
break.
fuck that. You gonna say right here. Fuck that. Me.
Yeah.
Mr. I ain't got your ass McDonald's. Me.
Hey,
We not gonna do this.
Mr. All Black and Gold, Nino Brown. You goddamn right.
Sit your $5 ass down.
Damn. Before I make change.
because the caliber chicks that you talk to, I already know, bro. You're not gonna. No, you gonna pay for your shit. I'm gonna pay for my shit. You're not.
That's
gonna pay
different. No.
What you mean?
What I'm saying is, if I just met you, we going out. We should both go in there with the expectations of I got me, I got you, you got you. If I'm feeling the vibe and there's something there, yeah, I got you. Don't worry about it. I'm a gentleman. But if I meet you and you just a bitch, I'm just like, you know what? All right, well, shit, I'm finna go and head
So
out.
let's just say you meet, normally speaking, you meet a woman and you approach her, you exchange numbers and you talk, and you decide to go out. What expectations?
That's a date, right?
That sound like a date.
I'm asking her out on a date?
Yeah.
Okay, if I asked her out, I'm taking her out.
So
It's
you
always
paying.
an expectation of
So you
if.
paying.
Right, I'm paying, but I'm asking her out on a date. We've already talked to get to know one another.
Okay, but the original question was putting the price on.
Putting the price on the pussy.
Okay, so. you
Am I
going
taking
on
out-
Okay, so you going on this date, if you vibing with it, you paying for it. Even if it don't happen that night, or even on the second date, what is your expectation?
Hold on. Am I taking her out just to fuck?
Bro, chill out, bro.
That's a legitimate question.
Why we going through all these conditions right now on this question because they're talking about you?
And then,
That's what we get to.
That's
if
what
you
it
just
is.
want to fuck, you're not
Right.
gonna say, hey, I want to fuck.
Why wouldn't I? Set the expectations up front
can.
correctly. My nigga. Like,
There's nothing wrong with it.
right? Yeah, you supposed to.
But the question was about money versus pussy.
Yeah.
So just because you spent that money, is it now your expectation? And if you do achieve that goal, will she be looked at as a prostitute?
Nah. See, the thing is, if again, it goes back to if I feel like I'm trying to do something that's committable to you,
Yeah.
we're trying to commit to one another,
Yeah.
then we good. You know what I'm saying? That's an investment.
Yeah.
But if I'm just trying to fuck, I'm not finna, first of all, I'm not finna take you out multiple times because I want to fuck you.
You know what changed my whole idea of perspective on dating women?
What's that?
I was talking to my friend. She was like, "Who I'm gonna call to take me out to eat? Cause I'm hungry."
That food nigga? That food
Yeah.
nigga?
They got you saving the phone as
That's a done deal, bro.
That
Olive
food nigga.
Garden. Let's go to Maggiano's. They got you saved
I
as.
want some steak. Who I'm gonna call to take me?
Yeah.
So on the flip side,
Let me call Saltgrass.
Let me call my Del Frisco's.
Yeah,
nigga.
let me call you.
so on the flip side, do niggas put a price tag on their dick?
We should. If the women are doing it, we should.
But do we?
Oh no, we don't, nigga. We standing out on the corner with it wagging, waiting
Yeah.
waiting for a motherfucker to bend over.
I don't know about y'all.
Now,
my college days.
I don't, but it's a lot of
In
motherfuckers.
general.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they putting a price on it like that, but as far as like what I'm thinking about as far as the people that go out and just stunt on the
Yeah.
regular,
Yeah.
and just blowing money, this and that, or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the price that they actually land out there.
Them niggas tricking. They tricking so they
Yeah,
can't
but,
get
but
pussy.
that's the price that
Yeah.
they putting their price
Yeah.
out. So this is what you gotta. I'm doing this so you can.
Yeah, so you can fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So-
I can see that.
I was a couple years ago. I was dating this chick. At,
Well, you date a lot of chicks.
no. Don't listen to this. Don't listen to this. So I was dating a chick, and we went out or whatever.
Yeah.
And she hit me with, you know, Hakeem, you good, but I ain't used to this. I'm used to, you know, fucking with drug niggas. You know, we go out to eat every day.
Oh well,
What that mean?
Yeah. So what you trying to say?
I'm not him.
Yeah.
You should cook more, baby.
Yeah. It's a fridge full of food in there.
Let's go get these groceries, and we
Yeah.
we can eat out to eat meal every day.
Hell yeah.
I would have told her, well, shit, I'm used to bitches giving head on the first night, so
yeah.
where the trade-off at?
Where can we meet in the middle? You know
The
what I'm
fuck
talking
you
about?
mean?
Shit, expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
That shit crazy, man. But you know what? I have noticed, like, in today's society, women, and some men too, but women teach their daughters and their friends and all of the above that they have to get something out of a nigga because a relationship isn't always guaranteed. And I hate that shit.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that shit with a passion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't teach your daughters to grow up and try to finesse a nigga. Like, that shit not cool. That shit can get everybody hurt. You know what I'm saying? They make people money hungry. But that seems to be the norm these days.
You know it, bro. I see it.
But I think that's just more related to motherfuckers that was raised in poverty.
Exactly.
You know what I'm talking about? If you was raised or not even raised, if you have the outlook on life that everything isn't a financial transaction, then you can move like that. But it's a lot of broke motherfuckers out here that's ready to lay on their back and get some money.
You never lying. There's a
That's
lot of rich
just what it
motherfuckers
is.
that's willing to do that too, though.
Yeah, true. It's a lot
You know
of rich
what I'm saying?
motherfuckers, and that's just their outlook on life.
I ain't saying no name. Have y'all seen Palor Sanders lately?
She with Jay Prince, right?
I don't know who she with now, but if she with Jay Prince, more power to you. More power to you.
More power to that
I don't
nigga.
know what she
Damn,
with. I don't
B.
know.
She was Deion Sanders' ex-wife.
I know she.
She with Jay Prince now. Yeah.
More power to her.
It's a power move right there.
Yeah, she bossed up.
Yeah, like a motherfucker.
Oh, that pussy
So,
bossed up. I'm
and
drunk.
that's just what it says. So, fellas, I do want to know something, though. Has anyone on this panel paid for the pussy? Not just directly, not went out there and say, oh, I went and got a toot, but more say like, yeah, nigga, you know, so I took this chick out, did this, did that.
No, I don't look at it as if we're dating. I don't look at it as
different when
paying
you're
for the
dating.
pussy. If are you asking me if I ever
Took somebody out.
If I ever pulled up with $800 and left with $760, if you asking me that,
Damn it, man.
then no. I have never.
$40.
$40.
You know what I'm talking about? I have never. And anybody can comment on this motherfucker if I have paid you for pussy. Never. Cause I just ain't that type of nigga.
Comments below on YouTube.
Conversation.
Ask me, no comment. You know what I'm saying?
Real nigga shit.
No comment.
That nigga said no.
I gave her a couple dollars, so you know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Yeah, man.
It don't apply to me.
Yeah, I feel the same way, bro. I'm keen about that shit, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, I just.
It vexes my soul
Yeah.
when a female does that shit. Nigga,
But it's like the way I look at it. This motherfucker right here costs too much money. And as soon as I put a price tag on it, ain't nobody gonna be able to afford it. And that's just what it is. As soon as I pull it out and be like, all right, this costs $500,000. Ain't nobody, I ain't never gonna get no pussy if I put a price on it. So I just give it to the needy.
Well, you know, you got.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm married now.
The needy is his wife.
But that was my outlook before. Yeah.
So, you know, you got these women out here that's
Keep in mind, we're speaking on past.
Give it to
not the current state.
give it to the
past.
needy.
Give
Hey.
it to the, she needed some.
Pete game though.
Damn.
I
You got-
donated some dick.
You got these women out here that's selling their virginities for millions and millions of dollars. You know, they turn 18 and these niggas over in Saudi Arabia, I mean, they having bidding wars.
I want
over
virgin
these
pussy.
girls. Yeah, I would like a virgin pussy
I
now.
don't want no virgin.
You think that shit is like, is that something?
Do it turn into human sex trafficking though?
Apparently not. Apparently it's not
Apparently she
illegal in
get her
certain
papers,
places.
lay on her back, and then get back on the plane.
Yeah. That shit crazy, ain't it?
Very.
$1 million just to go fuck this nigga
For the first time.
for the
ever.
first time ever.
Do they go through the inspection and shit like
They
T.I.?
have to have everything.
Like T.I. checking hymens and shit. Man.
Yeah, they go through the inspection. All right, we good.
This shit's fucking crazy. I see shit like that, man. I'm just like, this is the world we live in where this shit is cool.
Yeah.
Remember back in the Gap, nigga, niggas found out you was tricking, nigga. We was on your ass.
Yeah.
Nigga, you took our word,
But-
and you ain't fuck.
but
Oh, nigga.
But even growing up, you know what I'm saying, my uncles was quick to be like, yeah, I give you $40. What's up? You know what I'm talking about?
Old schools don't mind that shit, though.
Nah, them older niggas
But
don't.
hold up, let me say this. So what if you got like you good as far as financially, you good.
Yeah.
I mean,
You might be in a position, hey, shit, here's $60.
nah, fuck
Suck my
that.
dick.
Niggas used to say it ain't tricking if you got it. Nah, fuck that. It's still tricking
still
if you
tricking,
got it.
goddamn it.
You just can afford the trick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's just what it is. It's tricky.
It's a big
goddamn.
ass difference. It's still tricking.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's still tricking.
But I mean, even in hip hop culture, we went from bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks to Pimp C talking about nigga can't no bitch you know what I'm saying afford me, that type of shit, to Plies saying on tracks that he'll pay $200 to fuck, and I think that sort of changed our view on the shit, and now these young niggas out here making it happen.
Fuck, they paying for whatever.
Niggas pay for sex.
Do what you do.
Do what you do.
It ain't me.
That shit fucking crazy. Well, just like before, we want to hear your voice about this shit.
Yeah.
Especially the women. Women, do you put a price tag on your pussy? If so, do you think it's a price tag? Maybe it's not to you. Go ahead and comment below. We want your comments, man. Hit us on Facebook, YouTube, every social media aspect.
And men.
We don't want to know the price tag.
Nah, I want to know how
wanna know
much.
the price
I
tag.
want to know how much you value your pussy. at,
Yeah,
'cause
how much?
If you got that bargain brand pussy,
That's them.
And men.
I got that $40 price tag.
Yeah.
$40.
Why?
That shit crazy.
But
man.
no, and men, is it tricking if you got it?
Is it?
Is it?
Is
It's
it?
still tricking.
Is it?
I want to see what
I
these.
don't know, like me, I don't think it's tricking.
We gonna see what they say.
It's tricking.
We gonna see what they
We gonna
say.
see what they say.
Like we said, you can just afford the trick.
So
That's a good point.
we were having a conversation earlier, and shout out to the girls at No Boys Allowed. Shout out to DJ Rudy Red. You know what I'm saying? We was watching the show.
When you coming on the show?
And Rudy Red, you know, she had one of her homegirls on the phone.
Yeah.
They let out one of Rudy Red's secrets. She said, Rudy Red, she do tricks in the bedroom. So at this point, I'm glued in, because I'm like, what kind of trick? What you mean by she do backflips or some shit?
Cartwheels?
She do magic, my nigga? Like, I want to know.
She be swinging.
Well, DJ Rudy Red revealed that
Good.
her little kitty cat got his waterworks. She is a squirter. So, based on this conversation,
We knew this was coming.
somebody on the panel,
This guy.
We knew this was coming.
somebody on the panel, they don't believe in squirt. They said squirt is pee.
Go check out No Boys Allowed.
It's pissing
So let's talk about it.
It's pissing?
Is squirt
To
pee?
me,
to me.
listen, bro.
Is it?
Pee, nigga.
Is it?
To me.
Pee, nigga.
I agree.
She pissing? She pissing?
So,
Yeah.
I can't go in detail 'cause a chick, she watching the show, but that shit's pissing, bro.
You ain't got to talk about her specifically.
I'm not talking about her.
so you ain't never just been in the motherfucker wearing a motherfucking ass out, nigga, and all of a sudden it's you ain't never. You think that's pee?
But the gist of it is, I'm gonna say it. The gist of it is when you pull that motherfucker out and it goes
And
splash.
it goes splash.
'Cause when
Thank
you hear
you.
that shit, that's not
That-
nigga, that's pee, nigga.
It's like I'm standing at the toilet in the morning, pissing in the goddamn toilet. That
Tell y'all
kind of
something.
stream is fucking coming out.
Like, they
No,
thinking
that's
squirt,
not,
nigga,
no.
it's piss, nigga.
I'm not gonna put her name out there.
We getting deep now.
But this is one chick I used to fuck with. Still my homie. She's nah. What get the fuck out of here.
nigga. Oh, he's saying names.
Wow.
This nigga.
Wow. Can we cut the commercial? Can we do
Nah,
that
ain't no,
commercial?
ain't no motherfucking.
We're gonna be back.
Like, man, don't listen to this nigga. Anywho, this one chick I used to fuck with, nigga. I mean, I'm talking about the pussy was grade A. She getting married
Nah,
soon.
you don't need
y'all.
no more. You don't need no more.
Nah, you don't need no more.
This Jack Daniels strong in the
finished.
motherfucker.
You done. No more.
Finito.
I used to wear her motherfucking ass out, nigga, and her motherfucking pussy used to just waterfalls, nigga.
Yeah.
Dick in and out, nigga, just
Yeah.
all out the motherfucking pussy, nigga.
Yeah.
And the way that shit come out, my nigga, you just can't convince me that it's piss, my nigga. I had white carpets. White carpet.
That's the first problem.
White carpet. So if it was pee, my white carpet would be stained.
Unless she very well hydrated, then
Get the fuck out of here,
then
nigga.
your pee ain't yellow.
So you think skirt is pee?
Exactly.
I don't know what it is. I just know it when I see it.
That shit piss. I used to get so heated, bro. Why you peeing on me? It's not. I ain't peeing on you.
Get out. Get out. Get out.
You
Stand up.
put an ass on
Get out.
What the fuck is this?
DJ Rudy Red, I am giving you an open invitation to come on this show so we can have this discussion, because these niggas seen the thing, and it ain't me.
Splash.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with
We
that.
need to have open conversation about this so we can go ahead and state our case. Niggas say, so you felt like R. Kelly?
Yeah, drip, drip, drip.
Get the fuck.
Man.
I just feel like that the human body has so many different ways of exploring itself. So if squirt is pee, what is cream?
That's the viscosity of her pussy juices. Cause I mean, let's be real. When you put dishwashing liquid in your hands and you rub it all together, it start to create bubbles.
So she got dial in the pussy.
Because
What the fuck you trying to say? Is that the fuck you trying to say?
I'm saying her pussy juices is just thick. I'm just saying her pussy juices is thick. That's all I'm saying. So when all that in and out, all that air, you know what I'm saying, mixing in with it's making bubbles, and it's just making it look like cream when it's just juices, nigga. That's just what it is.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Squirt is not pee. I don't give a
Yes,
damn what
it
you
is.
said.
You just let
Fuck
somebody
that.
bring your face on.
On my face.
See riding face.
What the fuck are you talking
See
about?
riding. All that,
Like, did we take this nigga cup?
all that face of her is covered in piss.
Nigga, you don't need no more, nigga.
Then they come this bitch is big
Hey.
piss with this shit.
Put the cigar in the air.
You open this door.
Beer gang, yeah, that's me.
Oh, you talking about squirting with drunk niggas.
That shit crazy enough. Nigga, so you mean to tell me that if you was yamming a bitch, pussy good in the motherfucking nigga, and that motherfucker pussy squirt out all these motherfucking juices, nigga, you gonna stop fucking?
No comment, bro.
If it comes out like piss,
I ain't got no comment.
yes.
So if it naturally comes out like just, like, ooh, I'm gonna say that night. Like old girl I was fucking with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You about to drop a name
I was
too.
supposed to drop a name. nigga.
Almost. You was almost there.
You don't need no more, no
Oh, no, I'm
sweet
good.
red.
I'm good.
Sure.
You know, I said I almost, my nigga. You picked your cup back up. But if it was something like that, you good with it, right?
What?
I mean,
If it was just running out like you overran the sink, nigga, just water just coming out.
I could say some shit right now, but I'm not gonna say
Man.
some shit.
You might as well. It's real nigga shit.
I don't know. I ain't in that situation.
Bottoms up.
Okay, now let me put this big asterisk on this. This was before my wife, right? I mean, we married and shit, but we got pussy before then.
True.
So, it's one motherfucker, right? I'm yamming that motherfucker, right? From the back. Yamming. Pull that motherfucker out. She go to shaking and shit, look down, it's a fucking puddle on the floor, right?
Okay.
She screamed, "You made me pee." And that was my confirmation then that it was pee.
Not squirting.
How the
She-
fuck can a motherfucker make you pee?
Well, you gotta ask the girls.
Ask the girl.
I don't know the anatomy that well. I know the clitoris, I know the labias and shit, but all the insides and how they work, I don't know. You gotta ask
DJ
them.
Rudy Red and any other woman out there that's a squirter, please hit my DMs, comment below,
Boy.
hit the inbox. We want you on the show. We need to go further into this shit.
We need-
Because this shit right here, these niggas tripping.
It's piss.
hard.
It's piss.
It ain't
Piss
piss.
is-
Piss, bro.
We want y'all opinions on this shit.
Well, I don't know what it is.
Fuck that. You got to keep your stance.
But I'm gonna keep.
Comment below. We want to know y'all opinions on this
I
shit.
don't care what kind of science somebody got to bring out in the damn.
They gonna bring out
Yeah,
diagrams
they
and
gonna
shit.
all kind of different
This is where-
16 syllable words and all
I'm
like,
finna
I
go
don't
call
care.
Dr. Ruth.
I don't care.
Dr. Ruth.
Yeah, we gonna get a little ass in there. Oh, this is not pee. We
I
need
got-
all y'all to comment below, man. Let us know what y'all think, how y'all feel about it. Fellas, is it pee? Ladies, is it pee? We want to know.
We want to know.
We need to fucking know. Boy, y'all niggas done lost y'all mind tonight. All right,
It's been confirmed. So you know,
who confirmed it?
the girl I was hitting at the
You
time.
cool. It's okay if you're all right with the golden showers, my
Nah,
brother.
ain't no motherfucking gold
He
shit.
laying in the tub.
The only gold I wear is around my motherfucking neck and
He
wrist.
laying in the tub. and
Fingers,
she standing
nigga.
over with the leg up.
You
Letting it
you
go.
think this all around your neck?
Ah, hell no.
You think this all around your neck?
Fuck the odds.
K-Dot boys. Yeah, K-Dot boys.
So,
He trumping it.
recently, you know what I'm saying, our girl, Trina, friend to the show.
Yeah.
Big ass booty. Y'all know Trina. Slip and slide Trina.
We met.
Miss Miami Trina, you know what I'm saying? She was recently walking through Walmart. Got into it with one of the customers there. I guess the customer didn't know who she was, or maybe she knew who she was and didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But the customer, in turn, called her a nigger. Nigger.
The ER or the A?
Nigger. So Trina in return responded, you know, in a very
Niggerish.
ethnic way.
She acted
Use
like
a
a nigga.
politically correct term because we politicking.
Urban way.
Yeah, very urban, very urban. And she even said, yeah, I'll be that, nigga. I'll be that. Say it again.
Yeah.
You know, so I just want to know, how do you guys feel about that if you were out in public and someone responded and called you that?
I'll probably do the same shit she said.
It depends. Well, first, if it depends if I'm with my kids or not.
Yeah.
If I'm with my kids, I might play it safe. I might be cool.
Let's say you by yourself.
I'm gonna talk to you, and I'm like, I'm let you know you're wrong about whatever you said on this. I'm gonna let you know, but I'm not gonna take it to the level where they about to call the police on me.
Yeah.
And if it's just me and my kids, like, I'm going to jail. Who's coming to get my kids?
Yeah.
So it just depends on the context and what is used.
The
but
environment. Yeah.
yeah, if it's not, to me, if it's not life-threatening to where I can walk away from the shit,
Yeah.
then I might just, I don't know, it just depends.
So
Now it depends if it's like, if it's a dude,
Yeah.
that said, and if he said like I seen a video where, what's the video? Man, it was a Popeyes video.
Yeah.
When the dude walked in,
I seen that earlier
when
today.
the dude walked in and he was talking noise with the people in yeah.
Yeah.
The first clip I seen, the dude said he walked out and the video just cut off.
Yeah.
But I saw the second video when
Yeah.
they caught his ass outside.
It handled that.
How about that?
Now, but in that context that he used it, he deserved it.
Yeah.
So if it's in that manner, and if
Yeah.
I'm by myself, ain't no telling what might happen.
And then, as far as emotions, you can't just control emotion. You don't dictate, you don't predict what shit's gonna happen. So a lot of times when you move, it's unpredictable. So you going into the shopping center, you go to Walmart, white person says, hey, move around, nigga. What you gonna do?
So
You
let
gonna
me.
react instantly. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna think about it.
Yeah.
You want, like, common sense, like, mentally you want to think about it and, to factor in what you do, but that's not life.
It's not.
React
Nah,
like
But
that.
then you got to realize where you at and like you got sometimes you just got to go there. You got to go to that level with people.
Yeah.
To let them know.
That's
to let
what
them know that like okay that's not acceptable. You got to go to that level with some people.
That's what I needed you to hear.
You do.
That's what I needed somebody
do.
to say. Because I'm going to ask y'all this question. Have any of y'all ever been called a nickel by one of these country ass white folks?
Let me tell you a story.
I was about to give y'all a story.
So listen.
Go ahead with yours. I'm going to get you with mine.
I was coming out of a store. I was with one of my exes at the time. And we were coming out of the store from Texas the very first time they were trying to do the open carry.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And
Recently.
no, this was probably about 4 years ago, maybe 5.
That's still recent.
Yeah, so I'm coming out the store, and I'm a big dude. So shit, I'm walking, my girl on this side and shit. White boy bumped me.
Mm-hmm.
I heard him say, "Watch where you going, nigga."
Hold up now.
So I stop immediately where I'm at, and I said, "What the fuck you just say?"
Yeah.
He turns around, he kind of flashes a little bit. So I'm like, "You got your pistol?" I say, "Nigga, they make way more than just them, homeboy."
Yeah.
"What the fuck you just say?" And she begged, "Hey, baby, let's just go. It ain't even worth it. Let's just go." She's scared, so I left that situation.
Yeah.
Now, had she not been there, ain't no telling what the fuck would have happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that does hold a valid point. Now, before I let you tell your story,
Yeah.
me now, that word doesn't hold as much power or influence as it did 5 years ago with me.
True.
You older.
Yeah.
You're older, but it's still like a lot of times it still depends on the context that it's
Yeah.
used.
Yeah. I've
And if you by yourself.
I've learned to be very controlling of my temper. I learned that the 4 cardinal virtues, that's what I live by now. So, it's harder to get me off of my square than it was back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now my story. Okay. So I was, I had to been like 20. You know what I'm saying? I was a little nigga trying to get out the streets, but I was still in the streets. I was driving an 86 Caprice, not 86 Caprice, fucking 86 Regal, right? I was still working while I was working. Y'all know where I was working.
Yeah.
But the white girl needed a ride home. I said, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? This was probably midnight or some shit. Said she needed a ride home. Okay, cool. Where you stay? Alvarado. Ooh. All right, cool. Now, I ain't never been out to Alvarado, so I don't know how they get down out there. So, we hit the exit, you know what I'm saying, going down the road and shit, pull up to her house and shit. She hop out, she say bye, she gone by the way. She get up on the motherfucking porch, drunk uncle up there, you know what I'm talking about, asking questions and shit, and body language, just looking, you know what I'm saying, what's going on and shit. I knew shit was foul, so I, chunked the deuce, get back on the freeway. I'm headed back to the freeway, I stop and get some gas, right? Get some gas, motherfucking big ass 4x4 pull up, you know what I'm saying? 2 in the front seat, hop out, go in the stove. The motherfucker on the other side, now this is on the other side of the pump, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, like right on the other side. I'm pumping my gas and shit. I heard, nigga. Man, that can't be. And you know what I'm saying, this motherfucker, the Regal, pumped the gas in the back right by the trunk. So I'm right by the trunk. So, motherfucker, I say, what's up? Nothing. You know, what you got going on? Shit, headed to the house, minding my business. You know what? We don't like you around here. So you don't like what? Pop that fucking trunk. You don't like what? And he hop out. So I reach on in the trunk. We don't like your kind around here. I pull that motherfucker out. Keep a Mossberg 500.
Yeah.
We don't like your kind around. I said, what kind is that? And pull that motherfucker out. The motherfucker thought twice. The other two came back in the fucking, and it was her uncle or whoever. Well, she told me the next day. It was her uncle. Come out the stove. He's like, man, get your ass in the trunk. Get your ass in the truck, man. Them motherfuckers burnt out. So yes, these motherfuckers are still out here and still active. Now
we know. We know that. Yeah.
Now that was at least 10 years ago. But I still firmly believe these motherfuckers still active, and these motherfuckers are still
that's not
waiting,
stopping.
or still waiting on the opportunity to tell us.
That's not changing. That's not changing. I live in Burleson. I still ride up and down Wilshire every once in a while. I see a truck with Confederate flag on the back of it every once in a while.
So,
not every day.
So I firmly believe when these motherfuckers step out of line, somebody need to say something.
So
at that moment.
How much weight does that word hold with you?
Right now? Mm-hmm. It depends on the setting, just like y'all said. Yeah. Because again, I was by myself. Again, I was young. I ain't had no kids, so I ain't had nothing to worry about. I was ready to lay a motherfucker down. Just because I was young and crazy at the time, and he didn't know who he was fucking with. He didn't. He didn't know who he was fucking with. He thought he was gonna hop out, talk some shit, and he was gonna have 4 other white boys with him that was gonna jump me or some shit.
Exactly.
No. Not in my house.
Not in my house.
You know what I'm talking about? So I would think twice in 2019.
Going into 2020.
You know what?
Right.
This state, me being the age of 36 right now, someone calls a nigga, I'm not gonna jump on it, you know. I was like, okay. I'll probably just ignore it. Now I'm like, what do I have to gain to making a scene, confronting a dude, you know, like I don't like commotions, I don't like bullshit. Right now what I want, I just wanna chill. You know, I just wanna
True. But sometimes somebody gonna bring you out of character, and you gotta let them know.
It's someone,
you gotta let them know.
It's time that happens, but
you gotta let them know.
But see, that's my thing. If I don't nip this shit in the bud right now, this motherfucker gonna get more comfortable.
He gonna keep on
and
doing it
then
with
next
other
week
people.
he gonna pull up on Cornell West with that shit, and he gonna escalate the shit. You know what I'm talking about? And then he gonna pull up on you 2 weeks later, and he gonna pull up on you because he comfortable.
Well, he ain't
with
gonna
the shit.
keep pulling up.
If everybody turn the cheek, these motherfuckers is gonna pull up.
But he gonna come around across the wrong person.
Yeah, he gonna pull up on me.
You know what I'm saying?
you know,
He gonna pull up on a little pistol starter. And it's gonna be different.
Yeah.
it all depends on the situation, because if I'm with my girl, if I'm with kids,
Yeah.
I'm gonna handle it different if I'm by myself.
Yeah.
You know, so it all depends.
Oh no, you fuck around, catch you at the right time. I'll be in my big tuck mode. Fuck security, nigga. Fuck security,
He
nigga.
gonna tussle with you.
That shit just.
Man, did y'all see the clip in this? I seen the clip on Instagram today. YG brought Stormy Daniels up on stage, and he was saying something about. Well, she said something. I'm the side chick to Donald Trump or something like that before.
Yeah.
And I think it was all part of the act.
Yeah.
And YG asked her, like, so you used to fuck Donald Trump? She was like, yeah, I used to fuck Donald Trump. But then he like went right into the song.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Yeah, yeah. It was just weird for him to bring Stormy Daniels up to me.
Who was that?
Porn star chick.
Porn star.
That was supposed to be like
He
trying
fucked
to
with
get
her a
money
long
out of
time
it, yeah.
ago. So let me ask y'all something. Is it different when a black person calls y'all nigger? Would it be different?
First of all, a black person ain't gonna call me nigger.
I've seen some do it.
I ain't saying this shit.
I ain't
And that was a totally different ball game. Hey, it is what it is. I'm gonna put it out there. We beat your bitch ass, nigga. And we meant that shit.
The word, not nigger, or
Yeah, with an ER. Nah.
the word nigga, like my sister, she addressed him as, nigga, what you doing? Or why you do that, nigga?
No. He said nigger. Y'all a bunch of niggers. What the fuck you just say?
I already experienced that with my friends.
No, he wasn't no friend. He wasn't no friend at all.
I ain't never been to no black person like
Because
that.
of my,
Yeah,
my
I ain't-
Not like that. Not to the way that you talking about it.
Yeah,
no.
like because of who I am, as far as my height, my stature, I ain't never just been in a position where anyone or a white person addressed me as, hey, nigger. Like, I ain't never been there, so
That's
I
another.
can't relate.
One of the
you know
few.
what I'm saying?
That's another thing because the one who addressed you like that had to been bold in a bitch.
Oh, he was bold than the motherfucking nigga.
Because you ain't
He
no
was
small
bold, He was
nigga.
bold than a motherfucking nigga.
So I'm saying, 'cause
but see,
like
he
he
was
just
also
said-
backing, and that pistol gave him that fake hope.
Yeah.
Fuck that fake hope.
Just
nigga.
know,
That fake hoe. You ain't
just
the only
know.
one, bro.
Yeah.
They ain't, you said you ain't get the last one.
Like, even though you're not the only one, like, I have never, like, been in a situation where a white man would say, hey, nigger. Like,
I haven't either.
Y'all some lucky motherfuckers.
Hell yeah, y'all some lucky motherfucker. Well, we
No.
run-
and I
Well,
know
ain't some lucky motherfuckers.
But that nigga that said that shit, he wasn't so motherfucking lucky, nigga, and it's still fuck you to this day. I'll fuck around and see you out somewhere and whoop your ass again, nigga.
But I don't think we're taught to use that as an aggressive word. I think we're taught to use that by society, our black society. We're taught to use that in a camaraderie sort
Yeah,
of.
like a phrase of endearment almost.
Right. We aren't taught to use that aggressively. Nigger.
And honestly, bro, the only time I see white folk is when I'm at work. You know? So,
You look.
I see white folks every day
Everywhere,
living
you know
in
what I'm
Burleson.
Yeah.
So, again, we want to hit y'all comments and views about this. Comment below, you know, YouTube,
below.
Facebook. Hit the inbox
No,
if you want to be
up here,
anonymous.
up here.
Hit us up, man.
Or
Y'all
is it
got our
over here?
info. So,
It's one of these motherfuckers.
we coming to a close, and I want to have another tell it like it is
Here
moment.
he go with this shit.
And today, I would like to address white America.
Okay.
You can say whatever you want to white America.
Okay.
Who wants to start it off?
Say whatever to white America.
To white America.
Ooh, you pushing the envelope now, my nigga. I mean, you pushed it off the table with
I
this.
did.
I don't have anything to say to white America. I have just everything to say to the black community. Let's get that shit right, so we ain't got to depend on it.
yeah.
And from resources to whatever that's needed.
Yeah, because we can't depend on any other race. You know, we are our own people.
White America gonna be white America. White America gonna white
That's
America.
not going to change. That's not going to change.
They gonna white America.
Well, I will say to white America, stay out of my motherfucking business. and I will say that for the black community is if you ain't trying to help, then shut the fuck up. And that's just what it is. If you ain't trying to help our situation, our complications, our cause, then shut the fuck up. Because it's a whole lot of, like we talked about Kaepernick and changing the narrative a few weeks ago. It's like, if you ain't trying to help, then shut the fuck up. It's just that simple. You ain't, if it don't concern you, if it don't apply, let it fly. And that's what it is.
White America, I will first off like to say thank you. Thank you for bringing our ancestors over to this country.
Really?
And allowing us to make this the baddest motherfucking country on the planet.
Oh, yeah.
I would also like to say thank you for marching with us during the Civil Wars, during the Civil Rights time, standing next to us when you didn't have to,
Bernie Sanders.
and making sure that we obtain this image of what you call freedom.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, you do have to understand that we're still in the struggle.
Yeah.
You only got us through the first layer, but we have a long way to go. We've yet to receive those 40 acres and a mule, and we still need your help doing so. When we say Black Lives Matter, it doesn't mean that we think any other lives are less, but we're saying that they're killing us in a mass numbers, and we need your help to make it stop. Understand that we're not coming from a place of hate, but we're coming from a place of panic.
He's still
we're
going.
defensive. And we need your results and help in order to get this done. To white America, understand that not all black men are hostile.
Well.
And we are not threats. We are educated, we are talented, and we have an opinion just like you do.
Preach, brother.
We reach out to you to say, join us, sit next to us, understand our culture, and see what we have to offer each other. And let's make this motherfucker a better place. Because America has never been great.
Preach, Pastor.
But we can get it there. So to white America, I take this drink for you. Get up off your ass, go to your black brethren, and say, yes, we can.
Uh.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for the day. I want you to always remember, a gangster, excuse me,
Just say-
now I'm fucking up.
say you moving too
A
fast.
gentleman never kisses and tells.
And a gangster never fucks and snitch.
We see y'all next week, bitch.
Sir.
Out of there.